Okay, so we're doing a test ride of the KX250f. I think it's a 2009. Up. Yeah, I know. Party pooper. Party pooper. See, what is she gonna tear up in here? Probably everything. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a total disaster. This will go all over. She's gonna step on that. All right, I think we're good. I think it's Beth proofed. I keep looking for the button. There ain't no freaking button on this thing. Alright, so before, see we got nice slack. Before we straightened out the bar, it was all curled up. He had it over here. I mean, even this front brake, I'd like to bring it in more. Maybe I will. There, no problem. Oh, you know what I didn't check is the tire pressure. We're good. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, this thing is stiff. It's got a loose feeling in the forks. That's all good. Yeah, I'm just trying to be hypersensitive on how this bike feels, but holy crap, she's a stiff one. Yeah, it's not bad. Actually feels pretty good. It's got some clinking noises going on that are concerning. But I think, does it have an aluminum skid plate? I didn't even check. Kind of sounds like the rocks are hitting the skid plate. Yeah, it deflects a little bit. I'm actually going to lower the forks back down a little bit. She's a bit lazy steering. What is that noise? I lose concentration a bit when anyways, yeah, I lose concentration. Oh yeah, there's an aluminum skid plate on this thing. Oh no, it ain't, that's plastic. It could be the chain, because that guard is worn out too. So we fixed the Kickstarter. That was installed wrong. Should probably check the valves, but other than that, it's got like a little clinking going on. And these bars are bent a little bit, so this bolt is probably bent. Oh. And this bike, I don't know, it just feels a little cramped to me, but these forks are actually really good. Like, they suck up these whoops like they're nothing. Yeah, I was trying to hit hard through those whoops. So yeah, it does. This is definitely a fast rider's bike. Yeah, I'm just not totally comfortable on it yet. But I don't think that's the bike. I think that's me. Oh yeah, that suspension is working. But it does sound like something's loose. And that could be that chain slapping on the swing arm. I don't know. Just gonna, take it easy. Check everything out. Make sure nothing is crazy loose. Yeah, see, we could actually adjust this clutch out even more. So she's working good. Oh, somebody freaking smacked that cactus. Other way. Oh no, this way. Yeah, it's kind of slow turning right now. Shane Suzuki. Yeah, the bars feel almost loose. Like they, I don't know, like they move around a little. It's a 250. It's a 250. Remember, it's a 250. Can't be lazy. There's a big difference between second and third. It's like when you turn in, it's slow to turn in, but once you turn in, it wants to turn. Like once you're in that turn, it wants to stay in the turn. So but it also doesn't feel that incredibly stable. But the rebound is nice and slow and like plushish. I mean, the suspension is stiff, so it actually feels quite good on 11 mile. The front tire seems a bit sketchy, like it slides real easy. So that could be part of my hesitation to turn in. So yeah, she wants to get wide on the corners. And that's probably because of how stiff it is. It doesn't like to sag down into the corner when you're, like the front end don't want to settle. Yeah, so it's got a lively feel to it. Hard to explain, like it wants to cut in, but then it doesn't. So I'm thinking maybe the rebound is too slow at the front. Or too fast, I don't know, I gotta... Forgot somebody fixed those whoops a little bit. Yeah, she's skittish in the front. I can only imagine how bad it was. I mean, the forks were raised like an inch. That's kind of unheard of in the suspension adjustment field, unless you got forks from a different bike, right, that are longer than your stock forks. But if you got stock forks, you maybe want to go like 3 or 4 millimeters. I wouldn't be going much more than that, especially in Arizona. Because it makes the front end all nervous feeling. And this front end is nervous feeling, but I don't think it's because it's hyper. I think it's because it's slow right now. So I gotta lower the front end. I mean, this bike is a workout. But it's quick. This ain't no slouch. I would even go as far as to say this probably ain't the best beginner bike. requires a bit of attention. Yeah, I don't know if this is an old tire or... I mean, I'm not a tire snob at all. That's why I don't even know the names of most tires. I'm pretty happy as long as they got the square little bumps on them. But this thing... it feels like it's maybe an A rider, fast B rider motorbike. So I'm sure the kid he bought this from was either really fast or bought it from someone who was really fast and got scared of it because it wouldn't do what he wanted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the chain slapping on the swing arm. We got to address that bad boy quick. After seeing how the Kickstarter was installed, I would be tempted to go through the whole motor, honestly, but that's too much labor. You know, no one's going to do that. So we just got to try and be careful with it. Listen to it. Whoa. Yeah, it's like yeah, the front end wants to skid out like skid, slip. And it is dry out here, but still, none of my other bikes skid out like that on the corners. Clutch feels really good. Oh yeah, this rear shock is nice. Oh yeah, see it's good, like, is it a fat front tire or what? It's wanting to grab like, I don't know, maybe it's... I need to go Holly to test ride it. He's not picky at all on bikes. usually not picky at all on bikes. But this thing sits pretty high in the front. And it's not because of how I adjusted the forks. It's because how stiff the forks are. They don't want to go into that working range. You know, so they're sitting kind of high in the stroke. And it makes it a workout. It makes the bike harder to whip around. And I'm getting tired. Because this thing's a handful. Like, I think it would be good for a really aggressive rider. But if you're a vet rider or somebody like that, this front end is all over. It handles the whoops like magic. Like, it is so good. You can hammer into bumps without even doing any body English or anything. You don't have to try to lighten the front end. You can just hammer. And even those roller bumps, nice. You know, they're good. But it don't like to turn. It does not want to turn. Yeah, you got to really climb up on the front end. Which is actually how you're supposed to ride the bike, I guess. I'm hearing a clank, so something is loose or bumping around. Yeah, I can. I mean, every bike is going to be set up different for each individual rider. But see, the bars are a little bent, so that could be giving me a little tire fatigue. Whew. Yeah, it's a workout. I think you probably would like it. I don't know, but it feels like it doesn't settle on in the working area of the fork.
Okay.
Like when you go into corners, it's hard to turn it into the corner, but once you get it into the corner, it's hard to turn it out of the corner. Does that make sense?
once you lean it over, once you stay lean.
Yeah. But it's hard to lean it. So I'm thinking about lifting those forks up into the tubes a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So, but it is stiff, but man, it hits the whoops like magic. And all those sharp bumps,
yeah.
The rear end soaks it up like butter. Like, woof, you don't get kicked, it's just like, woof. Okay. So it's pretty good. But it's a 250, so I find myself in the wrong gear a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, and it does feel a little cramped for me, like the bars are too far in, like.
Yep.
But you definitely.
Stockings are supposed to be nice and adjustable.
There's no other holes for it.
Oh wait, that's the newer bikes.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I think if I was more aggressive and rode over the front end more, it would be really good. Okay. But because I'm a little bit of a lazy rider,
yeah.
it doesn't like my riding style.
Yeah. But I feel like that's the one thing Kawasaki actually is doing right, is making it adjustable. To like adjust the foot peg.
Yeah, I don't know if you can adjust the foot pegs on that thing or not. So, and then it's also making a clanking noise. So I think maybe that, because it looks like the skid plate's on with zip ties. So maybe that skid plate is clanking around making noise. But that's a little disarming too. So other than that, because I was focusing on all the noises and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to, plus I haven't ridden in a while, like 2 weeks. So, and the week before that I was tired and exhausted.
Okay.
So I'm kind of out of shape. I can't think of any more excuses.
The dirt's too dry.
Oh, and the dirt is dry too. And the sun was in my eyes.
Yeah, and then there's that wind that's kind of throwing you off.
Yeah, the wind was blowing in my face too.
Yeah.
Other than that, oh, and I think the tires maybe are old.
And then you got that straw just bouncing around in your face.
Yeah, and the straw is whipping around, distracting me, spraying fuel on me and stuff. But I don't know, I'll check the date on the tires and the air pressure, but, because I could feel a little give, so I thought the pressure was good.
Yeah.
Like normally if it's 14 and above, it's rock hard.